Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Kawaiian and Neuro on Prion Terraces. In the top side of the map we have the red Terran player representing Team Exile5, it is Kawaiian. And in the bottom side of the map we have the blue Zerg player also representing Exile5, it is Neuro. So two players who have been involved on my channel in the last year or so. Really excited to see them go against each other. Kawaiian has shown the potential to be a very solid Terran player. Neuro is an excellent player in his own right. He has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link up here. He does a lot of tutorials for Zerg players. So if you're a Zerg, then hey, go over and check him out. Looks like they're trying to do a Rick Astley thing. Never gonna give up, or AP, or is that a misspelling? I don't know what's going on here. Neuro's a pretty funny guy. Kawaiian too, pretty laid back dude. Alrighty then, so it looks like a very standard Reaper expand here for Kawaiian. He has the gas coming in. Well, not quite yet, but he's building the structure to get the gas. And getting a barracks. Neuro, on the other hand, going for a hatch first play here at the gold. Again, this is the latest version of the map, and so the gold is here instead of here, which, again, is a little bit odd, but we will roll with it just for the purposes of this cast. Barracks just about to finish. There it is, the gas coming in with 3 workers. That is the optimal number of workers to have on a refinery or an assimilator or an extractor, depending on what race you are playing. And yeah, the timing should work out here nicely to where he has 50 gas available for that Reaper in just a couple seconds here, and bam! Reaper on the way, gonna head directly to where the opponent is because this is a 2-player map. Spawning pool on the way for Neuro. He should have a couple queens, maybe a queen and some lings out by the time that Reaper shows up. The build time on this is longer than you would expect. Where is it? 32 in-game seconds. 32 seconds is so long. So long. Spawning pool will be done in like 10, so you see the problem here for that Reaper. And the expansion from Kawaiian. So everybody benefits equally from these gold bases. I guess it's just the idea that Zerg could get 3 bases earlier than their opponents, and so having 3 bases here, 2 of them being on gold, was a lot easier for Zerg. So now everybody gets the gold, and that 3rd base is not as much of an advantage for Zerg as it otherwise would be. I don't know how this works. Command center just about to wrap on up there. The Reaper is heading out across the map. Again, 6 lings on the way for Neuro. Does not have the customary 4. Getting speed, getting some queens here too. And Reaper hops right on up here to the natural base. The lings try to get some shots off on it. Don't go onto the creep. Why would you go onto the creep, Reaper? Get out of there. Okay, now he's off creep. Still being chased around by these 6 lings though. Gets a scout off and he's going to head on back home. Yep, knocking down to that area, popping up and down. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but the Reaper is checking for a 3rd base. He wants to know if there's an early 3rd from Neuro. There is not. We're still 2-basing it as the Zerg right now. Probably should get him. Oh, tries to get a 3rd. Can he get it there? Yes, he does barely get the hatchery. Oh, get some shots off too there. Kitty 8 charge, knocking nothing back. Gets a kill. Good job, Reaper. Gets a single ling kill there. The ling does not have speed. And 2 ling kills. Queen stabbing away, trying to make sure this does not actually happen. No more lings should die on her watch, and that 3rd base is on the way for Neuro. Trying to scout here with an Overlord. Marine is ready for that. And a 3rd command center coming up. Oh, some lings could do a lot of damage here if Neuro decides to send them over. Speed is just about to finish. And really, they're just a couple Marines, and that is about it. He is getting some more barracks now, and a factory, so he should have some additional units before too long. But, ooh, this is kind of ripe for the killing if you have some speedlings. And there are speedlings out, but they look to be a little bit more defensive, perhaps taking the longer route over to be aggressive. Checking for bunkers and barracks and other proxy stuff that could be causing him trouble at this 3rd base. There's nothing there, so it's time to head on over and see what damage can be done. So there's that 3rd hatch for Neuro. Neuro also has, there it is, the 2nd extractor there. And any more gas? Yes, gas here as well. So 3 extractors right now at about the 4-minute mark. Going to have enough for some roaches and ravagers, is what I'm going to assume it is. And look at this speedling, trying to take down the Reaper by himself. KD8 charge, knocking him back, and he dies. Oh, finishing off. What a move there by that Reaper with 4 kills to his name. He is a hero, and that's not a wall. That is not a wall from Kawaiian. Getting stim, getting a starport here, Baneling Nest on the way, and a lair. Neuro going for Banelings instead of roaches and ravagers. I've just seen so much roach ravager recently in my ZVTs that I'm kind of stuck. It feels like I'm on a record that's skipping, or a CD that's skipping, or anyway, how old am I? Reaper still being annoying, still not dead, which is good for it. Still has 4 kills. Lings running around trying to find that sucker, and if they find him, they can kill him, but that's the problem. Wow, a lot of Marines here. A lot of Marines making their presence known to Neuro. Neuro says, all right, a lot of Marines on the ground. There's a starport, too, that I saw. So, probably Medevac Marine. There's going to be a drop on the way eventually, very soon here. Actually, very soon indeed. Double engineering bay for those upgrades for Kawaiian. APM for these players is over 300 for Kawaiian, over 200 for Neuro. playing very quick, and his queen count looking all right too. 6 queens. So seeing this a lot in ZVT recently, getting a lot of queens for base defense, for creep spread, for additional injects, and consecutive injects. I was going to say consequential injects, but that's not actually how anything works. Let's see if we get these upgrades start immediately. Go upgrades. Dun 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 dun. Kawaiian starts his upgrades. No, not quite yet. He'll get there. He doesn't have quite enough gas to do it, I think, is the problem. And now that he does, he's going to spend it instead upon medevacs. So no upgrades quite yet. Going for that third command center, orbital command, going to be very, very nice indeed. Neuro should be looking to take a third base of his own, or try to kill this thing fairly soon. Marines hopping on down with that single Reaper in their midst. Think anybody notices I'm not one of them, says the Reaper with 4 kills as he heads on out in front of the group as fast as he can. So there are Lings here. Centrifugal hooks on the way. Banelings starting to get morphed on in. Creep spread looking okay too, but it's just a straight up Marine push with some medevac support ready to go. Can Neuro hang on here? The 5-minute mark into this game. Oh, was that that Reaper died? The Reaper died. Ah, the Reaper died. Banelings are here. Are there enough Lings and Banelings to do this thing? I don't know. Banelings trying to sneak in from that area. Oh, could they get there? No, they get spotted. The Banelings get spotted. Neuro, look out. Oh, loses all of those Banelings. They all die. There's a refund, but he'd rather have the Banelings. And here come the Marines of Death. They have Stim. They have some medevacs to heal them up. No upgrades quite yet, but still, they're probably going to take down this hatchery unless they try to focus down the Queens and other stuff. Focusing down that Baneling. What a... Wow, nice micro there from Neuro. Both Queens gonna die there. Some Lings trying to roll in, and now the Banelings have centrifugal hooks trying to pick up and retreat. Retreats with some of his units, not all of them. A bunch of Marines do survive, gonna land there and get healed out too. Can't unload and heal at the same time, so it takes a second for the healing to begin, but there it is. Standing right on the edge of the creep. Did save the hatch. 3 workers have been killed by Kawaiian to this point. Gonna march right up here, try to kill another Overlord. No, so many Lings and Banelings though. Get out. Run. This is not where you want to be. Trying to boost on up here, but the Lings can follow you. They know where you're going. A Spore Crawler there, too. Going to get some shots off on that medevac. Can he get the medevac down? No. Medevac is continuing to move and therefore will not die. Queen and Spore Crawler here, too. Not a good area to try to drop. Kawaiian. Yeah, I didn't think so. Get out. Then heading back on up here. Banelings. Oh, landing. Spore Crawler. Can it get a full medevac? No. Can't quite get it there. Another push up at the front with Hellions this time, with a medevac and more Marines trying to sneak on in here. This 5th base under assault. Nothing really mining here for Neuro, so I think he's okay with it for now. But if he loses it, that's bad news. So now the Lings come on in. Pretty good splits from Kawaiian on his Marines. A lot of them dying, though. When you split, it's easier for the Lings to take you down. That's kind of the trade-off there. Better against Banelings, worse against Lings. Another attempt up here. There are some mutas out now. More mutas on the field. Ling Bling muta for Neuro so far in this game. And blop. Queen's taking down a medevac. Another small group of Hellions try to come in. They get absolutely mangled as well. Another attempted drop here. Banelings crushing on through. Muta's on the way. Muta's on the field to try to take down those medevacs. A lot of small skirmishes just being won by Neuro right here. But having a 4th base is Kawaiian. Kawaiian is keeping all the pressure and all the action on this side of the map, not allowing Neuro to harass him in any form whatsoever. So I feel like Kawaiian is doing okay on that front, but that muta count looking all right, up to 4. Soon should be 5. I think he's going to commit to too many mutas right now, just because there are a lot of Marines on the field, and giant Marine balls do excellently well against Mutalisks. +1/+1 now on the Marines. The Lings themselves have +1/+1, including the Banelings. Muta's taking down a medevac. Oh, got a little too ahead of itself and did get taken down, and now the Marines are alone, and the Lings should be able to clean them up without too much difficulty, and they do. So a little skirmishes being attempted here by Kawaiian. Neuro's holding them off fairly impressively, but I just don't feel like he's able to make up any ground here. He's getting upgrades. He's just down by about 30 supply, which can't feel good. Army supply 56 to 44. Worker supply 71 to 58. Yahoo! Kawaiian macroing like a boss right now. Is this Pult we're watching? Jeez. Lings come up once again. The pressure just a little bit too much, too consistent here for Kawaiian, but again, not doing all that much damage, I just don't feel like. Trying to drop some Marines in here that get absolutely massacred. Dropping a Hellbat into this area. Baneling cleans up immediately. Oh, Hellbat in the back there, and nope, everything gets cleaned up once again. 3 workers have been killed by Kawaiians thus far. Only 3. I think a lot of these drones are low on health, and they are definitely low, but they just aren't dying, and as long as they're not dead, they can continue to mine. Muta's trying to come up and chase that medevac. Marines come to shoo away the Mutalisks here at the 9-minute mark. Holding the Zeldonga watchtowers is Neuro. That should end fairly quickly, though. And it does. Mutas against this many Marines doing okay for themselves and pushing on up with the Lings, with the Banelings. This is the style of Zerg I kind of feel like is a true Zerg style. is Ling Baneling Muta. It's just fast. It hit hard. It dies pretty quickly too. It just seems like standard play. Another attempted attack up here, just getting shooed away by these +1/+1 Lings, really holding their own against these number of Marines. Drop in here, Queen ends up dead, and they're going to try to kill these creep tumors, but the Lings come in to try to save them. And it looks like they won that battle. Some Banelings getting mixed in too. Not really necessary at this point. It is currently 167 to 151 total supply. Where is Kawaiian's supply? Liberators. Liberators here. +1 ship weapons coming up too. That's going to help a lot. And some Widow Mines getting mixed in. So very standard play here from Kawaiian. Almost Heart of the Swarmish, except for the presence of that one Liberator. Which makes sense, because this is pretty Heart of the Swarmish strategy for Neuro as well. Try to do a run by. Actually lost a lot of Lings there. Now the Mutas can't do much of anything. They're going to hopefully be supported. Supported by those Lings. Didn't end up actually being the case. So many Banelings getting morphed into the front lines. The Lings trying to get a nice wraparound and pin the Marines against the corner here. Can they get it? No. Good micro there by Kawaiian. A lot of guys still stuck though. Banelings rolling on in. Widow Mine shots. Bam. Pretty nicely done on the Widow Mines. Are there Widow Mine shots here too? Yes, Widow Mines, but the splash damage hurting a lot more too. So much stuff just dying everywhere. Rolling on through. The Widow Mines not quite able to hit anything yet. Banelings crashing on in. Mutaflock letting pretty intimidating too here. Pretty big Mutaflock indeed. Do they have upgrades? +2 Carapace. Actually, is there enough? Can he get rid of these Widow Mines? This, I don't know if he could see that one. He's just standing just inside that range, just inside that explosible range. Is he going to fly on in? Widow Mine shot! Oh, man, more Widow Mine shots! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. So many Mutas got destroyed there, just flying through those Widow Mines. He knew they were there. He should have brought an Overseer. Should have done it, but did not. 156 to 103 total supply right now. Income 71 to 56 workers. Resources lost 12,000 versus 9,000. Neuro losing quite a bit there. That Muta strike was a big one. 12 minutes into the game. Heading on out with a small group. Kawaiian's army doesn't feel like it's as big as it should be, but I guess he just has a lot of workers is what it is. There are Marines, there are Widow Mines, there are units continually streaming out of those barracks. And the starports. Widow Mine count looking fairly high here too. A bunch here in the middle of the map. Still not quite cleaned up yet. These Marines trying to do what they can. Getting actually scouted by this Ling and cleaned right on up. Banelings rolling around trying to find an area where they can be effective. And here comes another push by Kawaiian. It just looks kind of ragtag, but +2/+2 on these guys. +1 attack on the Liberators. It's a very good choice against this Muta composition that Neuro seems to be going for. So Liberators with their splash damage, pretty awesome. Trying to snipe down. Ooh, does catch a couple medevacs there. Nicely done. Good little angled attack there from Neuro. Trying to fly on in, deal with these Liberators before they can get too big, too many. And the splash damage is non-negotiable, I suppose it would stand. The Lings and the Banelings, can they do something about this? Rocking right on in here is Kawaiian. Lings, where are they? Where are the Banelings? So they're morphing in a little bit late. Once again, the Liberators not even using Defender mode here. A lot of Marines here trying to take down this hatch. Widow Mines here for additional backup. Can the Banelings finish it up? And yes, Banelings are crashing right on in, trying to land on top of the Widow Mines, cleaning them up fairly well. There are still some Banelings. There are still some Changelings here. And here come the Mutas and the Banelings. And, oh, cleaning up on those Widow Mines. Not where they want to be, I don't think. But the Mutas are trying to clear everybody out before they can actually come outside of the medevacs. Are there enough Mutas to do this? Not quite. Not quite with Stim and Combat Shield. But the Banelings cleaning up once again there. Another attack up here with some Marines. Going to take down the Extractor. Another attack of Marines heading up to the north on the creep. They are visible. They do not care. All that's left here, there are Mutas for Neuro. Not looking good. Muta against Pure Marine with that +2/+2. Not great at all. Trying to make it happen anyway. Trying it to micro here with the Banelings. No, can't quite do it. Two of them do end up dying. 3 and kill Marines, though. Killing 3 Marines. Another Widow Mine shot on these Overlords. Muta's flying on in, and that's it. A fantastic from Neuro. A GG. Neuro is defeated. Hawaiian's victorious, and Neuro has left the game. Wow, pretty darn intense one there. Neuro went for the Ling Baneling Muta. Couldn't quite pull it off. Those Widow Mine shots were huge. Right in the middle. Nicely done. Taking out those Mutas. Didn't really concentrate on where they were to clean them out, did Neuro. And it cost him in the long run. But good macro from Kawaiian, too. I feel like he managed to get bases up very early. Got his pressure on. Continued to macro behind it, which is a key for Terran. And he made it work. Good upgrades on his Marines. Had +3/+3 here at the 14-minute mark. These Changelings didn't do much because they were just Changelings. But either way, Kawaiian gets the win. Congratulations to him. And he takes the Battle of Exile 5. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.